People have been saying we only post old music, so in answer to the critics, I'm joking, not a single person has said that. We don't have that big of an audience, it's really depressing. But anyway, we bring you today a track from the 2010s. Now, why do you need to listen to this? Okay, this track is a difficult to pinpoint mix between Latin rhythms, some jazz elements, some funky guitars, some melodic singing, all of this made by a rapper. I doubt you have heard something very similar. You can still hear the heavy dominating kick as in rap, but I think there's a lot of the Colombian rhythm cumbia in here. The bass and the wind instruments work in a mix between a riff and a jazzy style, so there's lots of space for that to dance around. The artist is a rapper by origin. He was raised in one of the Brazilian favelas by his inspiring mother, who was fascinated by literature. She became an activist, she was an educator herself. He was born in that environment under that influence, but at the same time, he was exposed to the difficulties of being poor in the Brazilian favela. He only broke to the mainstream as an older man as well, in his mid-30s. So maybe because all of this, he became a very lyrical and critic musician. Therefore, this track is also very lyrical. It uses clever wordplays to talk about drug traffic. I think that the Latin rhythms are not a coincidence here. He is mentioning the pathways and works of drug traffic in the continent, including massive production of drugs in places like Colombia, while at the same time posing reflections about all of that environment, all of that situation. He talks about how the difficulties of life and poverty drag people to drug trafficking, how drugs are sold as an illusion to consumers, all of that while making analogies with great Brazilian literature poets such as Manuel Bandeira. You really must hear this, okay? This track is named Bogotá and the artist's name is Criolo. One of the most talented, nuanced, vocal, necessary musicians in Brazil today, really. Flip through his catalog and you'll find a very interesting mix of genres including samba, reggae, rap, and other very interesting stuff. We're tagging this as lyrical, socially aware, Latin rhythms, and of course 2010s. Feel free to follow us on Instagram. We have a really good Instagram. Give us a like, a subscribe, a comment. Check our playlist, check our spreadsheet of Brazilian tracks you need to listen to, and see you next time.